G'day and welcome back to the channel Ginger Ninja's Movie Reviews. I am the Ginger Ninja and these are my Trashy Tuesday reviews. So every Tuesday, Australian time, I am looking at a different trashy film. Now these could be any films from horror, action, sci-fi, comedy. As long as they're trashy, I'm going to take a look at it. Now this one is it's a very unique blend of horror and sci-fi. It is The Deadly Spawn from 1983. Before we get into that, I do want to say a big thank you to all my new and existing subscribers. Your support as we look through these trashy cinema masterpieces. It's a bit of a stretch, but it is truly appreciated. So stick with me. And hey, if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel. It'd be much appreciated. Hitting that thumbs up, give me a like, also much appreciated. Anyway, let's get into this one. So directed by Douglas McGowan, hopefully I'm pronouncing it, McCowan. I think that's right. The film stars Charles George Hildebrand, Tom DeFranco, Richard Lee Porter, and many more. The plot involves an alien creatures that invade a small town and 4 teenagers along with a young boy attempt to escape from them. Now there will be spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it, I recommend you go check this one out. The Deadly Spawn is a low-budget horror film that has garnered a cult following for its practical effects and its earnest attempt at delivering classic creature feature thrills. So, I'm going to start off by looking at the cast in this one. So, look, the cast of characters in this film fall into some familiar horror archetypes. So the cast includes a mix of teenagers, scientists, and everyday folk, each with their own unique personalities and quirks, but the acting is often subpar. Very wooden performances throughout, and it kind of detracts from the overall immersion. The dialogue is often cringeworthy, with lines that feel forced and very unnatural. It is a product of its time. It is very 80s-esque, and yeah, there are good parts of the cast and the acting, but overall, yeah, it's not the greatest. Now onto the directing and writing. So some of the narrative choices in this film leave something to be desired. It pays homage to the classic creature features, but it also fails to inject enough originality into its formula. The plot follows a predictable trajectory and the characters lack depth, which makes it challenging for the audience to form a strong connection with their plot. That being said, The Deadly Spawn maintains a very brisk pace for its 88-minute runtime, and it keeps you engaged throughout. The film wastes little time in introducing the extraterrestrial threat and quickly escalates attention and provides ample creature feature action. Now on to the effects. So this is where the film excels. Like, honestly, this is some amazing special effects work in this film. The effects were very impressive, and given the limited resources available and the very modest budget this film had, the creature design is very imaginative and grotesque. You can see it here. That is pretty much what you're seeing on screen. Wow, it looks a bit better than that, but it's this nightmarish fusion of worms, alien tendrils, and teeth that really draw you in. The practical effects team deserve huge credit for their creativity in bringing this creature to life without the aid of modern CGI or a huge budget. And it's not just the creature, but the victims. The after effects of the attacks, they look amazing. There is one scene where, and if I can find it, I will pop it up here, but if not, you've got to check this out. The skin just pulls away from this face, and it's the screen is red, so you don't see a lot of blood, but it's red, and you see the flesh just pull away, revealing the musculature, the eye. It looks really good. Now, some may say these effects seem dated, at least by today's standards, but there is a certain charm to these effects that, you know, you just got to appreciate. Now, despite its flaws, The Deadly Spawn does have a certain nostalgic appeal for fans of the 80s horror. I love 80s horror. It's, you know, this is where the genre really took off for me. Like, there is so much. I mean, 70s had some great horror films, but the 80s was just so trashy and fun. And this is no exception. The practical effects and creature design contribute to this film's rewatchability. However, it honestly is one that I would struggle to go back and rewatch, given that, you know, the pacing, the acting, they all contribute to this. It has good pacing, but the acting derives from it, so it's really hard. Look, it's definitely a fun watch with some friends and, you know, some popcorn, just for its great special effects. Now, overall, The Deadly Spawn is a commendable effort, considering its budget constraints. It's got some memorable practical effects that showcase the ingenuity of the filmmakers. However, the film ultimately falls short due to its, you know, lackluster performances and its really derivative plot. It may not be for everyone, but fans of classic creature features, gruesome special effects, and B-movie enthusiasts are likely to find The Deadly Spawn a delightful and memorable addition to their horror film collection. For me, however, not so much. I would give this film a 6 out of 10. There you have it. That is my review of The Deadly Spawn. Again, have you seen this film? What did you think of it? Let me know down in the comments below, because I love hearing what you guys think of these films. Again, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Pop a comment down below, hit me up on Instagram, whatever. Now, as for what's coming up, got a few more things coming up down the track. Obviously, you know, working my way to 1K, that's going to be a grind, but we're going to get there. So thank you very much for sticking with me as we get there. And thank you for joining me on this journey of these trashy films, because they're only going to get better. Maybe. We'll see. We've got some sci-fi ones coming up. We've got some action ones. If you have any that you do want me to, like I said, leave a comment down below. I really want to know what you guys think of these films, and I really want to see what movies you want me to review. So let me know. Anyway, I'm blathering on. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for future content, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I do release a new review or a live stream. Could be anything. But thanks for watching. Have a great day.